Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that drive-through lady that's always trying to up your order by asking if you want the extra fries, the drinks, and all of the above, when all you want is a medium-sized meal, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have her smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons. Fuck your chest pains. Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Bond, La Reina, Raymond, Tony Rex, Hernan, Michael Muo, Winston, Alejandro, Trailero 760, Grant, Abuelita Irma, G, El Skid, Nathan, Hobie Cat, Lead with Love, Albert 12, AI Vega, Fio, Esquiel, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Jack, Linda, Guerrero, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Marius, Chevelle 66, Abuelita's Journey, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. I'm going to be adding some more and more death and destruction over there. With that, keep pushing forward. Wait a minute, Hector. What about the fucking video? Here we go. Hey, man. Woo, having too much fun with this. Too early. What is it? 4:05 a.m. Damn, Hector, you don't even be sleeping, G. You can sleep when you're dead. That's what they used to tell us in the military. Anyhow, this episode right here, man. Now that you guys know who's who, what's what, how is how, Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, the non-designated program integration, right? It had to start somewhere. It had to fucking start somewhere. So, by this time, your boy was already a lieutenant. I can't remember what year it was. After 2017, because that's when I promoted. Mule Creek State Prison. You got big ears over there running that show to the ground. It's kind of funny because I think he was a warden during this whole non-designated thing at Donovan. Or acting warden, I should say. Did not get confirmed there. Anyhow, Mule Creek State Prison at the time was the first, I believe, the first prison to do the non-designated integration. Well, Hector, for you non-viewers out there, you non-California residents, the ones that are not informed, what is or what was the non-designated program integration? All right. Since the beginning of time, well, during my time, you had Sensitive Needs Yard, SNY, in essence, protective custody. Those consisted of your rats, your dropouts, your child molesters. All right. It goes more in detail after that. Trust me, you have good soldiers that came from GP to the other side because of the politics. And I've said this in videos, like, politics were just done dirty, man. Shit, like 2 + 2 = 5 type shit. Motherfucker says 4, get stabbed, removed, right? You don't say 4 to a big homie, right? If he says it's 5, it's 5. Kind of like our higher-ups. Anyways. Oh, shit. Here we go. Then you have the general population. Your soldados, your GP, the ones that are going to ride it out to the end of time, unless they get crossed up in the mix in the politics, right? Like I've been talking about. They're like beta fish. You cannot mix them. If you mix them, they're going to attack each other. On site, the GP will attack the SNY because they know, or in their own politics, they're deemed no good. They're going to attack them. Now, the SNY can attack the GP first because, hey, man, if I know I'm going to get attacked, I might as well get off first, right? I might as well take flight first. Why would I be a victim? Ain't nobody want to be a victim. Fucking around with the microphone. I think your boy's coming down with something not good. Not good, right? So SNY, GP, stay away from each other. Do not mix them because they will kill each other. Period. Well, what the hell did the state do? Who signed that memorandum? Connie Gibson signed that memorandum. I have it around here somewhere. Trust me, I made 10 copies. People ask, Hector, why would you make copies of things? Why would you print things out? Because you don't think when the family of the inmates sue for getting stabbed, sliced up, killed, stomped out, They're going to want to know how this happened. Well, I got documentation saying this is who ordered the code red. Well, Miss Connie Gibson, the one who went to the Norway project, ordered the code red. It's on here on paper. Here's her signature. Or they like to be sneaky too. They'll put a little 4. They'll put a 4 and have their I'm on to you guys. I've always been on to you guys. They'll put a little 4 and they'll have their subordinate sign for them. That way when it goes to court, they can say, oh, that's not my signature, Judge. Look at the little tiny 4 there. The fuck out of here, you unethical. Anyhow, you guys got the whole backstory. I got to tell you that that's a backstory. Let me know if you guys like the backstory. You want me to jump straight into a story you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm a lieutenant. I got to be honest with you guys. Let me see. Let's go 2017 minus 1984 equals 33 years old. I suck at math, don't trip. I kind of thought I promoted to lieutenant at 33. Kind of fairly young. Still agile, right? Still agile. I'm fucking 39 right now. The machine is slowing down. Just need some WD-40 in the joints. I'll be all right. My whole life, I've had like ADD, right? Like adrenaline seeker. In the military, I wanted to be the number one man kicking in the door in Iraq. Who's on the other side? Somebody with an AK-47? I don't know. Cuerno de Chivo? Maybe so, right? Let's get it. Let's get it up, right? You have your hardcore gangbangers that are not afraid of shit. Then you have the good guys that are not afraid of shit, right? I was kind of one of those. Not that I wasn't afraid, as I could care less. You guys know what I'm saying. Well, when I promoted to lieutenant, I remember telling myself, oh, this is it, man. It's over. It's over. I'm no longer on the line, meaning like I'm not going to use force anymore. Little did I know, Donovan's off the fucking hook, right? I'm not going to use force anymore. This is like, I'm 33 years old. Here's a computer. Here's my Amazon. Here's my coffee. I'm like, all right, I'm cool with this now. Like, it is what it is, man. Your boy's old. 33, right? Hitting it since I was 17. But little did I know that they would be mixing minimum yard, which is level 1, inmates. Level 1 are the ones that you used to see out the park, picking up trash, cutting the grass and shit. Are they any less dangerous? No. Has there been murders committed on level 1s? Absolutely, 100%. Is it less prone to violence? I don't think so. That's where they did this freaking non-designated integration. I also was, and none of this I'm saying to toot my own horn. It has to be part of the story. I was also part of the crisis response team. I wasn't the commander. I was a regular operator, meaning just a guy with a gun. So, of course, we know that it's going to kick off when we mix these two groups. When we mix the SNYs and the GP, we know it's going to kick off. It's almost like premeditated. Well, it is premeditated. So, hey, man, let's put ourselves at a position of advantage so we can quell this violence right away. They use the CRT team. So we staged in the minimum visiting room. All right. So you have your main prison at any prison, Centinela, Donovan. This is Donovan I'm talking about. And then on the outside of the perimeter, you have your minimum facility. This ones usually do not have like an electrified fence around it. They usually do not have barbed wire fence around it or concertina, razor wire. Now they do. But anyhow, you could easily jump over the fence and walk away as an inmate. They don't call that an escape. They call that a walk away. So, and they used to walk away. You have two dorms out there. It was like dorm 21 and dorm 22. Breaking up a sweat, don't trip. I get hot when I tell these stories. Dorm 21, dorm 22. On one, dorm 22, dorm 21, your yard in the middle. Your yard consisted of the pull-up bars, the dip bars, the handball wall, maybe some basketball courts, some tables, the grassy area. And then the visiting room where the inmates' families would come and visit them out there on minimum. It was a separate visiting room from the yards, clearly. So there we are in our military attire. Yeah, you call it military attire. There we are in our crisis response team attire. And we all got pretty much a 40 millimeter less lethal launcher. This is what the blue refers to as Big Bertha. We never called it the Big Bertha, but it's a 40 millimeter launcher. Looks exactly like Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. And there's two type of rounds you can shoot. You can shoot an exact impact foam round. It's like a hard ass Nerf, like a Nerf football, but harder, like that. And that shit'll break a bone. That shit'll kill you. I've talked about a video where it'll kill somebody if it hits you in the head. And then the wooden baton rounds. It's a cylinder tube that has, I can't even remember, 3 or 5 little wooden blocks. And you're supposed to skip those and they break people's shins and splinter up and fuck some shit up, right? At this time, I think we all got exact impact rounds, the foam ones, which is fine, which I preferred. I don't know. Don't ask me why. I always prefer to take single shots versus sporadic. Even in the military, I never like using the 3-round burst. I like using single fire, meaning there was an option on the M16 where you can, when you pull the trigger, 3 bullets come out. Brr, 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 brr. I hated that shit because it's not accurate to me. I'd rather just put it on single and then boom, boom, right? Anyhow. There's your boy, Lieutenant Bravo. But rank doesn't mean nothing in CRT. There is no rank in CRT. Like, rank. Your rank on the line doesn't mean shit on the team. It's whether you're the commander, the team leader, the negotiations leader, or a squad leader. Ooh. I got a satchel, a man purse of 40 millimeter rounds. So imagine a purse slung with a bunch of 40 millimeter rounds. I don't know, 10, 15, 20. Big ass fucking thing, right? I had it. So I have my 40 single launcher and I have my pouch. Again, I'm not tooting my own horn. I just have to tell this story. I'm pretty proficient with weapons, right? So I'm able to shoot, reload fast. Like, of course, right? A lot of training. It's all it boils down to, training, muscle memory. Anyhow. ISU, Goon Squad, was also activated. You had a CRT hiding staged in the visiting room. You have the prison slammed down. I'm telling you, we were the second prison in the state of California to do this shit. Nobody told us how to do this, right? Just that lady signed a memorandum, and here we are now for the beginning of time, mixing GP and SNYs, beta fishes. You know, the beta Chinese fighting fishes. That's what I'm talking about. Just because they're SNY doesn't mean that they're a punk. You had R&R contact us on the radio. You hear the radio traffic. The whole prison slammed because the warden's out there, the CERT commander's out there, ISU lieutenant's out there. It's about to go down, man. It's about to be on and cracking. A code 3 is the biggest emergency that you can have in a prison. Everybody and their mom is coming. They walk the inmates in. I can't even remember where they walked them in from. Through work change? I don't know. I can't remember. There was two lines of inmates. I want to say that these dudes were GP. These dudes were GP going on to the yard had already flipped. There was, for some reason, there was people deemed no good on that minimum yard already. So in essence, it was a minimum yard that was SNY, which is kind of weird. I'm telling you, Donovan was so weird with it. So what you have are GP soldados walking into the fucking dungeon, the death trap of an SNY facility. Probably like 10 on this side, 10 on this side. So when they hit building fucking, I can't remember, 21, you hear it already. Code 3, housing unit 21. Get down. Get the fuck down. Get down. Get down. Whoa. I was designated to go to building 22 with the team that I was assigned to. So we kind of jumped the gun and we went. We went because we heard 21 go off. I don't know if we assumed that 22 kicked off as well. So there goes your boy running at fucking full speed. Lieutenant, CRT operator, 40 millimeter, thinking his days of shooting are long gone. When I come into the building, you had about 3 officers in there. Like we were kind of pretending we didn't know what was going on, but we knew what was going on. Nobody was fighting. Nobody was fighting. But the GPs were in there like with their bags, their property. The fucking setup was weird, man. Imagine 3 tiers, 3 levels. You have your medium, your middle level, little stairs that go up to an upper level, and little stairs that go down to a lower level. So we come into the middle level, and I could see eyes on to the upper level. It's like eye level to me. And I see a short sureño. Go figure. No disrespect. Despensa. GP. I can tell this dude is GP. Not that I can't tell who's GP and SNY, but I can tell this dude is fucking is with the business, about to be with the business. GP Sureño. This dude's in the middle of the fucking lion's den, man. This dude's in the fucking right there, right? 21 is blowing up. Bah, get down, bow, boom, bam. We cannot see what's happening over there. We know it's kicking off. Code 3 riot. And we jumped the gun. So we're standing there. But I know prison, man. Anybody who knows prison, a CO is not going to, the presence of green is not going to stop shit, man. The presence of a CO, a sergeant, a lieutenant, a captain, a warden, they'll stab. You could be a warden standing right here, and if they want to stab somebody right in front of you, they're going to book them. They're going to fucking take their head off. Right in front of you. You don't even exist. You're nobody. Nothing. You're air. Right? So I'm like, it's going to kick off. Clearly, they don't give a fuck about us. I know this. They're mad dogging each other. Boom! They start fighting. Son of a bitch. And I remember, because I was another lieutenant that I was talking to him on the phone. Shout out to him. I like the guy, right? Sometimes we didn't see eye to eye, but I like the guy. He fucking schooled me a lot. Came from Avenal and Salinas. And I tell her, he says he remembers here saying, here we go. Get down, get down. Boom! I shoot. It's not that loud. It's just like, pah! Hit one of the dudes. Hit one of the dudes in the ankle, right? Because I'm about to start lighting these guys up in their legs, right? Legs. I'm older now. I'm 33 years old. I've used the 40 before. I told you that it'll kill people. You shoot them in the head. I'm within barely minimum fucking distance of the effect, like where I'm allowed to shoot within from. And so, yeah, it's like, hey, zone 1, right? Legs. I'm about to fuck these dudes up. No disrespect. Boom! Shoot. Hit them. And you guys got to understand, man, pepper spray's not going to stop somebody. Baton's not going to stop somebody. Maybe fucking Mini 14 barely will. Like, if these dudes are just going to continue to fight, they're going to continue to fight. Watch any fucking prison riot movie. YouTube fucking video. So now you have this fucking GP that's getting swarmed. This dude is getting swarmed by uh, fucking eight, 8 to 9 SNY type of individuals. So since that dude GP is kind of on the bottom of this doggy pile, I just started lighting up fucking SNYs from behind. Boom! My homie, that's a lieutenant, also he yells out to me like, "Hey, fucking, he's coming from the restroom." Like, I look out of the peripheral, some motherfucker came running. Or, mind you, you can hear gunshot. You can hear shit exploding behind us. Grenades. Get down, get down. The whole fucking dorm just erupted. The dorm erupted. I was sticking to my corner of my pie with my buddy. We're right here. We're upper section. There's no need for us to look behind us. Whatever happening in front of us is happening behind us. They're quelling. The guys in green are stopping that violence over there. So my buddy yells out, "Hey, fucking, you got a dude running." Boom! Right, hit him in the leg. Now you can tell it's hitting him, and you can tell it's hurting them, but it's not. Their adrenaline is going. So it's just like, imagine if you're fighting, you get punched. It's like, you're not gonna drop dead. So they're feeling it. Again, reloading. So now as I'm kind of shooting off this doggy pile, what it kind of resorts to is I don't want to say it was a one-on-one, but would look to be a one-on-one. Maybe a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1, but I am lighting these motherfuckers. So in essence, I'm like kind of helping out the GP guy in a way until he started getting the upper hand. Then I lit that dude up. But since it's one GP guy versus 9, I want to say 9, give or take. Could have been 12, could have been 9. This dude's outnumbered, man. This dude's about to get mopped the fuck up. So I'm fucking shooting the guys that are doggy piling them in zone 1, no less. Trust me on that. I ain't trying to kill nobody in the head. And I'm fucking these dudes up. He's kind of holding his own as much as you can hold your own. So everybody's tired of getting shot. Everybody's tired of getting fighting. So they stop, they get down, they prone out. We fucking go over there. We put them in zip ties. Zip ties or handcuffs. Boom. All right. Now everybody's down. Everybody's zip tied. Restrained. All right. Now let's start escorting dudes out to the basketball courts. So they fucking start. Hey, get your ass up. Let's fucking go. That's how we talk to them. Trust me. Like when it's fucking, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit for you. If it's a riot and you're kind of, the adrenaline's up on everybody's like, hey, get your fucking ass up. Let's go. Get up, mother. Like, you talk like that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you're now command presence. Hey, I got chills just yelling like that because I don't think I'll ever yell at anybody like that ever again. Now my voice got kind of trembly. Motherfucking PTSD. Get down. Anyhow, should have brought some water. So we go out there, and this is when my buddy told me, like, we thought it was over. We thought dudes were going to go to the hole. It was a riot. And then they walked that GP back. I remember it because I'm looking at this GP, right? I'm looking at the situation. This motherfucker just got thrown to the wolves. So did everybody else behind me. But this is my area of the pie. Yeah, they have this look on their face like, man, this is fucked up. And I have a look on my face like, this is fucked up. Right? The SNYs have a look on their face like, this is fucked up. Everybody think it's all fucked up except Miss Connie Gibson, who think it's a grand old fucking plan from Norway. Bitch, ain't nobody think it's a good idea to mix enemies together. That's fucking cool. We have an obligation and a duty to protect these motherfuckers, right? We do. Period. They're in our custody. Wow. So the CERT commander at the time whispers something to the GP inmate, but we kind of overhear it. And then that's when we tell each other, hey, what did he just tell him? And we're like, hey, he said we're going to take these restraints off and we're going to keep doing this all night long until they get tired. I'm like, no fucking way, right? Even my buddy, he's like, hey, this is fucking stupid, bro. I said, yeah. Because mind you, man, you got two lieutenants that have been involved in shit before. No doubt. I never asked him what he's been involved in, but I can guarantee dude was in Salinas Valley. This is not what we want, man. And this feels good. Ooh, it feels good right now. I feel liberated to tell you guys this is not what we want. But contrary, if you got a dumb fucking kid from barista from Starbucks, he may not know what he wants yet. He's probably like, oh, this mom, I was in a riot. Woo. Right? Motherfucker, bitch, calm your ass down, motherfucker. Go breathe into a brown paper bag. You don't know. Go feel your carotid artery, motherfucker. Go get adjusted by that fucking inmate over there. Motherfucker's just salivating to put his fucking dick beaters all over your mouth. So, yeah, man, we are experienced. We know this is not cool. We know this feels wrong. It's unethical. That's a word to use in this situation. I'll be damned. Motherfucker goes back. Boom, they crack it off again. Code 3. Again, round 2. Holy shit. This is when I light the fucking dude up. The GP guy. Right in the ankle. Boom. I have the 7219 too. Because now this GP guy, he's little, but he's on top of the one-on-one. So he's like kind of ground and pounding in a way. They're just tussling on the ground, fighting. But dude's ass is exposed to me, right? His ass, his thigh, his fucking like, imagine a picture perfect fight and the dude's head is away from me, but his lower body is toward me. Boom, ankle, still fighting. Reload. Boom, calf, still fighting. Boom. I hit this dude 4 times in the leg. Left leg. Up. Boom, 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 boom. Right. And again, I'm not saying to brag. I'm telling you what happened. Finally, you can tell everybody's tired of this shit, right? So they stop. And this is the damn weirdest thing I ever did truly see. Everybody's sitting on their bunks. We're upset and green that we just had to do this, right? Maybe the first time, even that was kind of dumb, but for sure the second time was surely fucking dumb. And everybody's mad. Everybody doesn't know what to do. Right? I'm a lieutenant, but I'm a nobody. I'm a fucking nobody. You got the warden standing there kind of just watching. Actually, he was on the outside of the building just waiting. So it's like, who is in charge here? Is the warden in charge? Is the CERT commander in charge? Is the ISU lieutenant in charge? We didn't even know who was in charge. It's just, things are just going, right? We're like, the fuck? So we're like, how is this going to stop? How is this going to play out? What's the end game here? Like, I don't understand what the fuck we're doing here. Man, this gave me chills. This gave me... It was so weird to see, man, because I came up from Centinela, not claiming it to be Calipat, but it was GP enough to be GP. And I never seen this shit in my life. That GP looked at me and he says, can I go talk to him? And I looked at the SNY guy, and I looked at my partner. You could just feel. You could just feel like, hey, this dude wasn't going to set me up, or this wasn't, like, something needed to happen, right? So we're like, yeah, go talk to him. They both stand up right in front of us, and they start talking. Oh, it's giving me the chills. You have two enemies talking right there. After we just lit them up twice, they fought twice. One motherfucking GP was outnumbered. He was outnumbered, but he had an hour back with the 40 millimeter up until the point he started getting the upper hand. Then he got quelled. They're talking. And then oh my God, they shake hands, right? They shake fucking hands, man. This is not, I tell you, this is not cool because as a department, and I'll take blame for this too, because I was wearing the uniform. And I'm not an inmate lover. I'm just an ethical, moral fucking person. Understand me. What we did is we fucking forced them. Which is all bad, man. That's like putting two Chinese fucking fighty fishes together. And they're going to kill each other until they lose all hope, and then they fucking finally get along at the end of it. It's kind of like sad, fucked up thing, right? We forced that. It was either that or they're gonna kill each other. They shake hands. What they had told each other was like, "Hey, let's let's save this for tomorrow. Let's fight another day." Okay. But those SNY guys respected the shit out of that GP guy because that motherfucker was outnumbered, held it down once, twice, shook the dude's hand, and like the motherfucker just held it down. That's the fucked up thing. He wasn't going to AdSeg. I mean, pretty much the only thing he could have been able to do, and I don't fucking advise this to anybody, was him jump on me, batter me, and then the dude's going to the hole, right? I thank God he didn't turn on fucking staff, but again, these are all fucked up situations. Anyhow, the dude ended up staying on that yard, so and technically he's now deemed no good. That's just how fucking crazy it was. Like, how are you gonna deem a guy no good? And this is what Lou probably doesn't understand. Like, I bet they were telling the big homies, like, hey, we're getting off on these dudes. We're getting off on them. We're getting off on them. But these fucking cops ain't locking us up. That's exactly what happened on A yard when they attacked us all day long. It's exactly what happened. They had no other choice but to turn on green. Facts. Prison politics. Somehow, I got rotated into the visiting lieutenant spot. It's a good little gig. And I'll be damned if that porter right there, the porter is like the inmate janitor, wasn't that GP Sureño. Well, he's no longer GP. Now he's just non-designated. But you see how fucked up this whole story is. And there's no hostility. There's no tension between us because, like I said, every force I used was on the up and up. Right? So and they knew that and I knew that. So no hostilities, but he would be like, "Oh man, like man, you got me." And I'm like, "Hey, dude, like," I said, "Hey, bro, that's nuts." I didn't call him bro, right? I never said like bro. I always kept that line. But I was like, "Hey, man, that was fucking nuts, dude. Like, I don't understand what's going on here." And then he's kind of like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to go home now." Like, man, fuck, man. In other words, I can't go at any higher levels because I'm deemed no good. I'm over here now, but. Yeah, man. What a mess, huh? That story was a mess. That story was a mess. Could you imagine the being there in the flesh, breathing? And I was a staff member. Imagine the blue. Imagine, man, we had the family members protesting. We had the family members calling. We had just managers that knew it was wrong and would like hide or fucking try to throw other people under the bus when shit went south. Not cool, man. So the message for today is, and this is going to be the message. I encourage and I implore people to identify when things are going to go wrong and act on them. Stand up for something. Because I didn't know that then. Me and my friend didn't know that then. It's just happening. But after you see the get down of the higher ups and you see the get down of everybody else, you're like, oh, I know what these motherfuckers are up to. So just message for today is be on point, do your research, do your homework, find out who's who, what's what. And when you see a discrepancy or something, stand up. You know what I mean? Like that, I know what I could have done then. I could have been like, hey, you're going to put them back here? Cool. I'm going to write in my report that. And this like, oh, Hector, now you're telling. That's if you want to stop all the bullshit, right? With that, keep pushing forward.